Okay, I think I'm live now. 1 second. Should be live on Divergent as well. Okay, I think I'm live on everything now. The markets will open in approximately 57 seconds. 1 second. That's a better view. Okay, so I should be live across the board now. Let me just type that up in Telegram. So here we go. We got about 15 odd seconds to go. So let me just very quickly run you through. We have a very strong push higher yesterday, and we have an overnight box here. The market will open in a few seconds. And we got the DAX opening a little bit above the yesterday's closing price. So a gap up and very bullish. But we are somewhat sitting below the overnight trading session. And the FTSE, I don't know if you noticed the FTSE, but it was incredibly strong yesterday. I actually have a position going on that I entered a little bit later on, but here's the overnight session. So I will make comments as we go along and obviously place trades. So what we do have to contend with is that the DAX is trading in a gap up, but as you can see, this gap was, for all intents and purposes, filled when the futures really started trading an hour before DAX open. And yeah, we had a much more bullish sentiment during the night. This box here is a box that defines the overnight range as I define it. I got a plugin here in my software that will enable numbers. And we got 2 minutes left of the first 5-minute bar, and currently it's negative. That would make me interested in a first bar negative buy setup where the first bar is negative and I want to be a buyer below, but I have to wait another 2 minutes. I'm sort of muting in between speaking because my PC is. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming at the same time, and then I'm streaming two different kinds: OBS audio, OBS YouTube, and also on Telegram. I do. So there's 3 outlets. So we got a few seconds left of the first minute bar, of the first 5-minute bar. That means I want to be a buyer down here, so please stand by. So the low is 8718. I want to be a buyer below on a technique called first bar negative. That's quite lucky for me because I already got a long position. So very close to a gap fill in the DAX. We're coming down to the low end of the overnight range. You can see that on a multitude. Actually, it's a little, the 5-minute box and the 10-minute box look a little different. 82. You see how the box on the 10-minute chart and that box on the 5-minute chart are different by an hour. Let me just double check that what the NX doesn't make any sense that the box. Let me just launch a fresh chart. Okay, and then let's do the box. Okay, so that's That's fine. Okay. Definitely think there's an error here, because if I change the box from the 10-minute, it stops at 6 a.m. But if I then put the box on a 5-minute bar, it actually changes it to 6:55. So developer, you might just want to look at that bug. Oh, apparently the next version, which he's working on right now, will fix that. So anyway, on the 5-minute chart, and this could be an interesting piece of information, but when you have a first bar negative in the DAX, it doesn't necessarily equate to the same kind of price action behavior as in the FTSE. What I notice immediately is how buyers are stepping in below bar number 1 and is buying up. It went about 8 points below. See that? Over in the FTSE, I'm still angling for a fight. So here we go. Got a long signal triggered here. Did that not? I don't think it triggered. Oh, why did it? Whoa, 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 whoa. I made a mistake here. I need to fix that mistake. I didn't see it show up in my position monitor when I bought. And then I clicked again, and then I saw it twice. Strange. Don't know what happened there, ladies and gentlemen, but as you could see, I made a mistake and I just rectified the mistake immediately. Okay, I think it should be relatively clear for everybody now what's going on. But let me just at least repeat it. So what you're seeing here under bar number 1, so under bar number 1, which you're seeing here on a 5-minute chart, that first bar was a negative bar. I wanted to be a buyer below that low, which was at 87.18. So anything below 87.18 is a buy for me. Okay, I can use my software to do that if I want to. Then I simply just double click on this. So I am currently now long at 8719.9. Why not below 18? Well, because I had a little malfunction, it seemed, on the software, because I thought I had bought. I swear that I clicked there, and I just saw 16 there. I'm wondering if I got a little gremlin in the system. Let me just kill this chart and launch it again. Okay, I think this fixed it. So here's the signal, here's my open positions, and let the enable the box, and there we go. Stand by also for a long position in the DAX. So I want to be a buyer here in the DAX, just to fill the gap. So this should sum it up. So I got a long position going on in the FTSE, which is a first bar negative buy setup, and I just bought a double bottom in the DAX, which is at the low end of the overnight range. Although the overnight range is defined a little bit different when you're looking at a 15-minute chart. So this is kind of, it has to hold here. I'll probably move my stop loss up as quickly as I can. FTSE seems a little reluctant, but it is sort of hovering around the trading range. Sorry about this, just dealing with a little domestic thing. Okay, so we are seeing a little bit of a just observe. FTSE is sort of pushing in the right direction now. It was a pretty big move yesterday. Don't have a lot of profit. It's getting better now. Stop loss to break even. I'm going to close the DAX here at 16 plus 16 points, and I'm just closing the FTSE for 5 points profit. I'm just dealing with a little bit of a domestic issue here, so can you just please give me a couple of minutes? I apologize. I'm gonna have to abandon this trading session. Just 2 trades on my part. A long in the DAX at 937 and closed at 53, and a where I bought a double bottom and a long position in the FTSE first by negative, and I closed it for a few points. I sincerely apologize this, but I do have an issue that requires my urgent attention. I apologize. Thank you for understanding. Bye bye.